Hi you guys, and welcome back to Intuitive-da-MoonGoddess channel. So the thing I'm getting with today is what comes around goes around. And the reason I say this is because today I was going through my transaction history searching for a purchase that I had made for this stock bond that I was in. And while I was going through that, I found that this person that sent me money for someone else was also the same person that messaged me about 3-4 years ago, at least back in 2021, basically trying to get some information out of me that I really didn't know anything about. It was really confused on because I don't accept friend requests from people that I don't know, even if we do have mutual friends. So, and come to find out this same person was the same person years later sent that cash up deposit to my account for this specific someone. So yeah, what goes around comes around. So let's get into it. What is the message that we all need to hear in regards to what goes around comes around for the collective today? I think we in for a treat. Because what I feel like is that somebody getting their karma back. Alright, so let's get into it a little bit. So the first card we got in this deck is called the Hanging Man. And then we have the Nine of Coins, the Seven of Coins, Ace of Swords, and then Faith. I wonder why that came out. We're going to get clarity on that here in a minute. Let me get these all together here. So with this is I am saying with the Hanging Man is that there's no reason to linger on this, because it was like one of those in the moment type things, something that has come to pass, and what was done and it's over with now. So, and with it coming back around this time, and from what I'm saying, it's telling you not to dwell on it. And to release whatever that is with this Hangman. And with this Nine of Coins, it just represents whatever was got from this individual. It was just a one-time thing, and that it was definitely temporary with the Seven of Coins present. And what was done to reach a higher abundance or a higher position of finance. I mean, take it how you want to. However it resonates with you, and with the Seven of Coins, and then to the Ace of Swords. So yeah, the situation has been cut off. I'm not seeing anything here that's really just problematic with it. What comes around goes around. And I keep hearing it was for the both of you, the both of you guys. So the person that I was in reference to, that this money, that the cash out was for, he actually ended up putting half of that in my tank. So y'all just gotta be careful who y'all dealing with these days, because not everybody say they are who they say they are. Why is faith out here? Can we get some clarity on faith? Now that's a really strange situation to be in. And like I said, this time around that like this person had sent me a message asking, did she know me, and that we had some mutual friends in common, which I know the two people that she is referring to, well, at least one in particular. But also she said that her fiance. So I don't necessarily know who her fiance is. I don't care to know, but all I can say is that, and what I told her was that, I mean, I pretty much grew up with these people, you know, and maybe her fiance was one of my brother's friends, as far as that goes. But I know who the girl is, but I am definitely unaware of who the fiance is that she was referring to. So the next cards we came out for clarity on faith was that we have the Two of Wands. I look at this Two of Wands as a decision making, especially from this deck, or a path to choose, whether to stay or to go. Then we have the Justice. The Three of Cups. The Tower. And then the Six of Coins. So we're clarifying faith. Faith is having, what is represented here is to have faith in the decision that you are choosing to make to bring balance and stability back into your life, especially with justice being present. That either way, either direction you choose, whether to stay or to go, that is solely up to you. But it's also, the justice is also about getting clarity on the situation or whatever it is that is going on, as well as the Three of Cups. And for me, the Three of Cups signify unity or union, or accomplishing something together, or bringing clarity to a situation to bring you guys closer together. And even though the Tower moment is here, although destruction, wherever there's destruction, there is also growth. Like I tell you guys early on in the beginning, like, just because a fire destroys, it can also it helps regrow or replenish. So just as well as something breaks down, you can take whatever it is, the building material, what is salvageable, and rebuild or regrow something new, you know, to rebuild the structure or foundation or whatever it is that's going on. And with the Six of Coins again, with the justice, that just, for me, I gather strength, stability, and balance back into your life. Also, that could be grounded nature, along with this equal give and take, and understanding of what is going on with this person that you are with, or with the situation. Gaining clarity with that situation. Is there anything else here? There's no more clarity for that. So let's move on along with this deck, shall we? Okay. Is there anything you need to know about what goes around comes around? And yeah, when I say, like, when I got the cash up, I was like, dang, that girl looks so familiar. And then, so I never paid attention to her name because I really didn't care nor think too much about it because it wasn't worth it. Again, as the hangman sits present with us, it wasn't really much to dwell upon because I also knew that was like a one-time thing. But my thing is, he said to me that was his cousin, which I knew that was a lie. Girl looked nothing like any of them. So, but any more clarity for this reading? What goes around comes around. I think that's it. Shuffle one more. We have the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck, the Three of Swords, and the Eight of Cups to the Queen of Swords. So whatever it is, you definitely cutting and breaking free from a situation. Then we have the Empress at the bottom, and as you see here, the Empress represents a nurturing mother, or a rebirth of something, or growing in something, or bringing something into fruition. And then, as I said, we have the Queen of Swords that's here present. So now that you are cutting off these people, places, and things that you need to cut off as you step into your Empress energy, and that your ascension with the Eight of Cups will lead you and guide you on that way. Then we have the Three of Swords. That there was some confusion along in this situation, and then the Four of Cups as well, which is, for me, is representing those lies that was told at that moment. It caused you some confusion, but you gained clarity on that situation, though. I mean, and obviously you had let that situation go, so that you can continue to ascend in your glory. And by doing so and cutting out those people, places, and things, and releasing what it is that you needed to release, you were able to step into that Empress moment. And I think for some, that may be the moment that your third eye began to open up even more so, or for some of you, that moved you on to a new level or a new ascension within your life as well. Okay, how should we best handle this? What goes around comes around. How can we handle this and move forward? We have Lilith, and what did I say? For some of you, with the Queen of Swords and the Empress here, you have let go of that moment, so that you can continue to ascend on your journey from this Queen of Swords to this Empress, or whichever queen at the moment you feel that you may be. Then we have bloom, even if no one is watching. And that just means sometimes that all recognition is not good recognition. And sometimes what is laid to rest needs to stay at rest. I think that's really what the Hangman here is representing, and having faith that whatever it was is, that it's no longer. Three cards that hit the floor. So when we have new moon, fresh start, new beginnings. Diana, be one with nature. and coven, power of sisterhood. That's that Three of Cups I was telling you that was showing up present. That's this union of unity that's coming together in your favor with this other person, and that you are releasing these things that are not serving your purpose as you continue to move forward. Because even though this came back around once again, it doesn't mean it's not important, but the fact that it showed up, it's kind of like that memory that always stays in the back of your head and you don't never know when it may come up. Y'all get what I'm saying? So that's what I get with that. That's what I get with that. And with that comes with using your power of discernment when dealing with individuals, especially those that like to lie a lot. Yeah, bring magic and self-care together. So, that might have been why the 7 coins was out here. You stopping what you are doing and find the necessary break or rest so that you can finally nurture and heal yourself. But I can see that some of you may be somewhere in nature doing this. This could be at a restaurant, at a park, at some type of amusement park, somewhere, beach, near water. That you're bringing that self-care in there, and you bringing that self-care in there and in the moment that you are in. Alright, what comes around goes around. That's wow. Should be our next course of action in regards to what goes around comes around. Courses of actions. So the first card came out was water your garden. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Yep, that goes with that 7 of coins. And like I said, that Diana and the new moon and cousin, that's finding this resting place or whatever it feels that you are nurturing yourself at that moment where you are most comfortable at what it is that you like doing, whether that's listening to music, painting, drawing, doodling, whatever the case may be, coloring, bringing you that closure, bringing you that healing into your life or the point at which you are in. And then we have lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. It's just clarity. That right there signifies that clarity that comes to mind as I stated before. Like it's like that memory that's always stuck in the back of your mind, and you don't know why it's there, but you know it's there until it actually dawns on you when you need it the most. And like I was saying, this person, they would always pop up on my news feed, and I was wondering why. And then it just so happened that I'm looking for a transaction. Her face is there too. Her name is there as well. And then I realized that, oh, this is the same person that messaged me a while back. So now it's like you putting 1 and 2 together to create 3. And with that being said, it's like, something you shouldn't be worried about or stressing about, but at the same time, you want clarity on this situation. Like, who really is this person? Despite them telling you as to who they were or who they were related to, you know. You also want this clarity from this person that you was reaching, and I'm one of those. I don't read. Give me my answer. Tell me what it is that I need to know, and please don't lie. So our latest cards, you're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. Y'all, that's this coven. There's you, this other person, and what is done in dark shall come to light between you, this person, and God. Even so, even though they don't tell you, you have all the answers you need. Karmic relationship, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. That this person that you are talking to, or whoever the case is, they know that this would have brought conflict. They would have told you otherwise. Who this person that was sending in this money or messaging you through this chat or whatever the case may be, who this person was, would have definitely caused an argument or some type of conflict. I remember. Soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. So, the fated life. This is this life knowing that you're supposed to be with your person through thick and thin, and then you have this destiny life. That is where this situationship is heading in. That new direction is taking itself to. And for some of us, we may have been with our favorite partners, but they didn't know it at the time, or you didn't know it at the time. And for some odd reason, you know, lies after lies after lies. And so this fated relationship became destiny. Became a relationship of destiny, of this separation that is going on. Because one thing I did tell my mate before was that you may not have known what our relationship actually meant to one another, but I did. Meaning that in that moment that we were supposed to have been together, but however, the inconsistency, the lies, the cheating, all of that separated us. And this ended up becoming instead of being a fated connection, it became a destiny connection with all the storytelling and stuff and the cheating and stuff going on. And that now we're in a moment of separation, and also he's not sure if the baby heals, but I believe so, that now he has a baby on the way, so it became destiny for us rather than a fated connection. Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposite extremes of life. What did I tell you? That was the extreme of our life being together. So, and what I mean by that, instead of him doing an equal give and take as the Six of Coins, the Six of Coins. Wait a minute, y'all. Because I did a reading earlier and it came up. That's the Seven of Coins. Let me see. Hold on. I don't think it's at the bottom of this deck. So, honestly, I really don't even know why I said the Six of Coins. But, however, was that I did do a reading for myself earlier. just to look into something, and the Six of Coins did come out. So instead of this person definitely giving you an equal give and take, you know, they wanted what they wanted from you and you wasn't having it. That's what I'm getting from this extremes of life. And so he found that within someone else that he can easily manipulate and control, because he knew that he couldn't do that with you. And so he tried to put it on you as being the bad guy. So we have perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. So whether you choose to stay or go, what it is that y'all need is to find common ground, or your reason to be or not to be. And I said that in previous readings as well. And with that, if you can't find common ground, then more than likely that just signifies that y'all don't need to be together. Because I can say that it wasn't nothing that he done that was too serious that couldn't have been forgiven until he actually done something that was unforgivable. So then when he came back around, his proposal was to be friends. I wasn't having it, because I already told him that we done all these different things together, and you want to just be friends after all this time. No, that just means that he want to be friends so he can continue to do what it is that he wanted to do without being obligated or held down, or, you know, held back and being in a relationship to keep him from doing what it is that he wanted to do. But you know, you have some people that will allow that, that just don't care. And then you have double mission, light worker, star seed, serve the world by being you. And I think I'm going to end it there. Because at the end of the day, when you use your power of discernment, you know exactly who you are. You know what you are stepping into. You know what you are getting to. You know what it is that you are willing and willing not to take from certain people and these places and things. And with that being said, either you can choose to let go of the situation and move on from it, because like I said, the hangman is out here, meaning that this situation wasn't all that serious. And from the 9 of coins being out here with the 7 of coins, that means you're dwelling on to nothing. This has been proven to be something that was, despite the lies or his lying ways, that you also benefited from this money that was sent to him as well, or some from this person as well to the other individual. And that you found some type of knowledge or about what was going on, and you realizing that that you have seen this person picture before, and they have messaged you, whatever that situation may look like. Or you could have walked across this person's path out in public somewhere. And then you just really just sitting back and waiting for things to hit the fan. With the Ace of Swords and faith, you're choosing to ascend past the situation, to let it go and move forward, move on from it. And you are putting it in God's hand, which is why the covenant of sisterhood is out here. By reclaiming your power with Lilith also being out here as well. And remembering that who you is with the double mission, like worker star seed, serve the world by being you. You are showing who you are and exactly who you are. You're not giving it up from anything or anyone that steps across your path or step into your life, regardless to what they may say or do, or on how they want to change your perspective on something. So you're not allowing yourself to be changed by an outside influence other than the Most High. Thank you guys for tuning in to Intuitive Moon Goddess. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. Goodbye.